The six-cylinder modifieds on the Speedway for their 20-lap main event. The way they'll be starting, look who's starting on the inside pole position. It's the other Barber, the other half of the Barber Brothers Racing Team, Johnny Barber in car number 01. On his outside, the wily veteran, Larry Havens in car number 43. Row number 2 on the inside. Into 3, it's Chuck Palmer. On the outside in the 91, Joel Bantle. Row number 3 to the inside, Jeff Johnson in car 63 on the outside. Daring Danny O'Brien in car number 6. Bud Hulpio in car number 05 and the 66 of Leighton Graham share row number 4. Dennis Wright in car number 9 and Butch Weston in the 40 in row 5. Row number 6, we see the 97 of Don Wiley and the 71 of Cliff Chris. And riding shotgun on the field in the 21 is Larry Dominici. Lucky 13 cars set to go 20 laps in the six-cylinder modified feature event. The lights are off in the Ron Corbo-Olds pace car. Dick Hartman will be parking that in the infield this time around. John Barber and Larry Havens will lead him down to an opening green flag. Open wheel six-cylinder modified set to go for a 20-lap main event. Here they come out of turn number 4. They get the green and we are racing. And a spin in turn number 1 as Dennis Wright loops his ride in car number 9 and Leighton Graham making contact in his car number 66. And we have an immediate caution flag as Wright now manages to back car number 9 down out of the way to the infield grass. Leighton Graham just limping along down the back chute in car number 66.
Probably front end damage on the left front corner on Leighton's number 66 car that's come to a halt over there as the left front tire hit that spun out car down there in the turn. Another interesting factor here, Rick, that will develop under caution is the fact that when the green flag flew, there was a problem on the John Barber car number 01. That car burped, gulped, or else he missed a shift. Something went wrong on the 01 car, and Havens got a good jump, and Barber was starting to catch up with him, but Larry Havens had a tremendous jump, as did the rest of the outside file. But that story, just turn the page on that one because the caution came out. It'll be almost a complete restart.
It's like a great big eraser just wiped out the advantage that Havens just had. So, dueling wrecking trucks in action. The Porsley truck down to the inside of turns 1 and 2, hooking up to the Dennis Wright number 9. And Dino's towing, hooking up to the Leighton Graham number 66 along the back chute. So we started with 13 cars, and within less than a quarter of a lap, we're down 2 cars to 11 remaining on the field. Havens in the 43 and John Barber in the 01 will reform the front row, followed by Joe Bantle in the 91, Chuck Palmer in the 3. Bud Hulpio in the... Both the Dennis Wright number 9 and the Leighton Graham number 66 have been removed from their parking spots, and starter Dale Easterly has the white flag in hand. He shows it to the field. We're going to get this one restarted in one more lap. Havens and Barber up in front. Bantle and Palmer in row 2. Hulpio and Johnson in row 3. Don Wiley in the 97. Danny O'Brien in the 6 in row 4. Butch Weston in the 40, Cliff Chris in car 71 in row 5, and at the rear of the field is the 21 of Larry Dominici. A single lap has been recorded. 19 more go-arounds remain in this feature event for the six-cylinder modifieds. The pace car will be moving into the infield, and Havens and Barber will, for the second time, bring down the field of open-wheeled six-cylinder modifieds for a green flag. Here they come, picking up the pace out of turn number 4. They get the green flag racing once again. Havens does get the jump on Barber, but not by as much as he did on the initial start, as Barber hanging tight to the rear crash guard of the Havens 43. Larry Havens will race here as we have 2 down 18 to go. John Barber looking every which way for a little bit of racing room to challenge Larry Havens for the lead. Chuck Palmer back in third in car number 3. Joe Banwell in the 91 and Don Wiley in the 97 going side by side for spots 4 and 5. Havens and Barber starting to move away from the rest of the field. Daring duo up in front. Larry Havens in the 43. John Barber in the 01. Barber trying to tuck her downstairs. Broke traction just a little bit. Havens hangs onto the lead. Barber drifts up to the high side and down to turn number 1. Havens drifting up high, exiting turn 2, but Barber can't quite tuck his 01 downstairs. Your leaders exit turn number 4. Havens and Barber running away from the rest of this field, but putting on quite a show. Meanwhile, back in the pack, Don Wiley's done a great job at driving up through the field, and he has now moved into the number 3 slot. Let's see if Wiley can reel in the pair up in front, Havens in the 43 and Barber in the 01. Right now they have virtually an entire straightaway lead over the third place number 97 of Don Wiley. Your leaders trying to deal with some lap traffic as Havens threads the needle between the Weston 40 and the Chris 71. Barber follows suit. And the two of them pick up where they left off before the lap interlude. John Barber trying to stick the wheel underneath to Larry Havens number 43. Not too successful that time around. He settles back to run in second, and we have a spin in turn number 3. Danny O'Brien in the pink number 6 is sideways in the third turn. The caution flag making its second appearance in this feature event. This will close the field right up and afford perhaps Don Wiley an opportunity to make a serious challenge for the lead, as both Barber in the 01 and Havens in the 43 had a huge lead over the third place Wiley 97. This is a big break perhaps for Don Wiley. The Danny O'Brien number 6 has been fired up, and Daring Danny will fall to the rear of the field in car number 6. And we're going to realign the cars for a restart here with 9 laps down, 11 laps remaining. Because we have not yet reached the halfway point in this event, we'll cross them up, double them up 2 by 2 on this restart. And the white flag is out. We're making it a quick caution period as you folks are here to see racing, not caution laps. There's no debris on the track. Cars are out of harm's way. We're going to get this one going in. One more lap. Larry Havens in the 43 and John Barber in the 01 will start side by side up in front. Don Wiley in the 97, Joe Bantle in the 91 will be starting in the second row. The pace car will move off the track. Havens and Barber will lead him through turns 3 and 4. Havens hard on the accelerator out of turn number 4. Barber now picks up the pace as well. They're wheel to wheel going into turn number 1. And John Barber has a slight lead advantage through turn 2. Havens working the inside shorter groove down the back chute. It's a virtual dead heat as they enter turn number 3. Rounding out of turn number 4. Havens on the inside in the 43. Barber on the outside in the 01. Johnny Barber looks like he may have taken the lead here. He has a full car length over Larry Havens down the back chute. Some great dicing going on for that number 1 spot. John Barber at the point position now, but Larry Havens is not going to give up without a fight. Havens hanging right on to the rear crash guard of the number 01 of race leader John Barber. Down the back chute, entering turn number 3. Barber takes the low groove entering the turn. Holding on tight to the inside out of turn number 4. He drifts up. Havens looking for some running room alongside to the outside. Barber says no go that time. He opens up a little bit of space to the inside. Havens gets a wheel underneath John Barber going down the back chute. Entering turn number 3. Barber trying to close the door. Havens breaking traction. Larry Havens sliding into the infield. He maintains control, but in the meantime, he loses second place to Don Wiley in the 97. A tough break for Larry Havens, but a nice driving job to recover without going into a total spin. John Barber now relatively by himself for the lead, but he has Don Wiley, about 7 or 8 car lengths behind. You can never discount Mr. Wiley, the 1989 Holland Speedway 6-cylinder modified champion, currently running in the number 2 slot. And a like distance behind Wiley is the 43 of Larry Havens. Barber, your leader, the 97 of Wiley. Ditto Racing Team, the 97, Don Wiley currently running in the number 2 slot. Larry Havens in the 43, though looks as if he's slowly but surely eating into the advantage that Wiley has over him in the race for second place. John Barber continues to set the pace. It looks like the race right now, though, is going to be for second place, as Havens is closing on the 97 of Don Wiley. Your leaders will be completing lap 17 this time around. John Barber, your race leader. Don Wiley working in second. Larry Havens is third. And a caution flag is out. The caution flag making another appearance. And Larry Havens losing control of the 43 in turn number 2 as the caution was coming out. And we see Joe Bantle limping into the infield. Apparently, Bantle's slowing car may have been considered a hazard enough to warrant a caution flag, as the caution has made an appearance, and the Bantle 91 has come to a halt in the infield. 18 laps are down. There'll be 2 laps of green flag action remaining. John Barber looking to make it 2 for 2 for the Barber Brothers Racing Team this evening. Brother Joe picked up the win in the NASCAR Charger main in the race immediately preceding this one, and now John is 2 laps from victory here in the initial 6-cylinder modified. The safety crew completing their chores on the Speedway. Dale Easterly has shown the white flag to the field of 6-cylinder modifieds. We're going racing in 1 more lap. 2 laps of green flag action yet to come your way in the 6-cylinder modified feature race. John Barber in the 01, Don Wiley in the 97, Larry Havens in the 43. The class of this field currently holding the top 3 spots. They're followed by the Bud Holpio 05, Danny O'Brien in the 6, Chuck Palmer in the 3. We're looking for a restart green this time into turns 3 and 4. The green is on and we are racing once again. Wiley bulking on the restart. The Wiley 97 having his troubles on the restart. He finally gets it up to speed, but he has lost 3 positions in the meantime. Larry Havens looking to reel in the high-flying Johnny Barber, but he only has 1 lap remaining to do so. John Barber out in front of the 01. Here comes Larry Havens hard on the tires down the back chute. Into turns 3 and 4 for the final time. John Barber, your race leader. Here he comes, and picking up the victory, John Barber. Larry Havens finishes second, followed by Bud Holpio, Danny O'Brien, Don Wiley, and Chuck Palmer.
Well, Rick, John Barber did an outstanding job to win that race, but we certainly got to give recognition to Larry Havens. He had that car every way but backwards and saved it every time, and then Donnie Wiley had that problem on the restart, and Havens still came up through to capture second. But he was running flat out coming out of that 4th turn and headed sideways for about the 4th time tonight. So a lot of credit should go to him. Good, clean racing all the way through, especially when the 0...
Well, I don't know if your brother's got a crystal ball or what, but he won the Charger feature. Now it's my brother's turn, and you absolutely come right out and won this one. It's a very tough race out there, a lot of good competition.
Yeah, it was really great having the competition we're getting in here now with Larry and the 97 car. It makes for a more exciting race, and I couldn't get it into 4th gear coming out of the turns, and so I had to start out in 4th, so it was kind of hard to get the jump on anybody.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I wondered exactly what happened. It didn't seem that your car had the jump when you're trying to go up through the gearbox, but you were stuck in 4th.
Yeah, I just couldn't get it into 4th, and then I had to wait and finally put it in gear and finally took off and went.
This race car here, is this a brand new car that you built over the winter?
No, it's all those same parts as last year. I got a little mad at my father. He wanted to do some new things and play with it, and now we're getting hot all the time. Instead of running cool, we're getting hot.
Well, I'll tell you, tonight, a hot night here at Holland Speedway, and certainly you're the hottest car out there in the limited modifieds tonight. I'd like to take the opportunity, Mr. Barber, Mr. John Barber, to talk about some of the people that put you out here, your sponsors and the guys in your pit crew.
Well, the one guy here tonight, the Fred Roberts Auto Parts, he didn't know nothing about it, but his employees of the one store suckered it into him, so that was really nice of him. And the Freddie Monster Cart, Signs of Mine's the guy that does all the lettering and does my helmet for me and puts my little hog on it. And my dad, especially.
Yeah, absolutely. You have to talk about your dad. Well, you've won the first one. You can certainly set your sights now on the 90 title.
Oh, yeah. That's what we were looking for last year. I won every race. Every race I finished, I won except one. So we want to do the same thing this year.
Well, you proved tonight that you finished and you won, so I'd like to congratulate you. How about, ladies and gentlemen?